3, 2, 1.
You know what I feel like doing?
What's up?
I feel like kicking back, relaxing, getting comfy. Welcome to the Get Comfy Game Break. I'm your host, Kalo, as always, here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and I'm joined by my co-host.
What up, guys? This is DJ AIM.
You know, we have taken a lot of time out of our day to record this podcast, and you know what? Sometimes when you're on the go, you just have problems. You want to stay entertained. Maybe you have a long bus ride or a train ride. Maybe you're in the back of an Uber. You Uber everywhere. Shout out to, you don't know that song? Uber everywhere. Okay.
No.
Whatever. We're a
No.
gaming podcast. That's what we focus on.
But also, because, the only portable gaming now is the Switch, and you can't carry your Xbox because there's no TV on the bus.
Maybe I can just get it out there. Who knows?
Yeah.
They have those little briefcases. But you know what? We're here today to talk about mobile games and what are some of the games, some of the titles we love, we hold near and dear to our heart, that we want to take it mobile because we've gotten iterations like Pokemon Go. We got that weird Harry Potter mobile game that's like kind of Pokemon Go-ish.
We got the Balloon Tower Defense.
Balloons Tower Defense. We got Super Mario Run, and I think Mario Kart is coming soon enough to mobile, but we'll address that later.
Yo, shout out to Xavier Woods. Austin Creed. You guys know him as Xavier from WWE. He's making, rumors have it, he's making a WWE GM mode for the phone. And this got us thinking, what other games would we want? Because GM mode's a big game back in the day.
Yeah, for our wrestling fans out
Yeah.
there, GM mode was a huge part of the SmackDown versus Raw games. And you know what? It's coming to mobile hopefully sometime soon. So shout out to Mr. Up, Down, Down, Xavier Woods, Austin Creed.
So what game would I want? I don't want to know. Like a Dragon Ball, like a real Dragon Ball Z game, because I know they have
Like a fighters game, like that type of deal?
Like a fighters game. Oh, there's like a Xenoverse. Because I remember back in the day, if I didn't have the new Dragon Ball Z game, I would have gone on the computer and play a Dragon Ball Z game. There's like a 2D fighter game.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's just like the card action games, whatever. I want to play my character. But yeah, a Dragon Ball Z game, maybe a Beyblade game. Yeah, Beyblade game would be nice on an iPhone.
Ooh,
A
Beyblade.
Yeah, Beyblade would be a good
That's
one.
interesting. I would kind of see that. You know, I wish Pokemon Go and this Mario Kart game wasn't coming out, because then those would be my two choices.
Well, apparently there's a new Pokemon game coming out.
Oh, yeah, I did see something like that. But again, do you classify Sword and Shield as a mobile game?
Well, mobile, I would like to think just like an
Switch?
iPhone. Yeah.
Or do you just to your phone? So
To your
if we're
phone.
keeping this just to our phone, I gotta say I want Skyrim kind of on my phone, like Elder Scrolls, because I'm all about that life.
You about that D&D? Yeah?
I'll tell you how much I bought that game. I bought that game 3 times. That's
Why
how much I
3?
like, because I wanted to get it on my Switch. So like when I got my Switch, I was like, Skyrim is one of those games I need. I got it on the Xbox 360 when it first came out, because I was just like, I need this game. And then they remade it for the Xbox One, and I was like, all right, bet you got me again.
But
So-
wait, if it was remastered, couldn't you just re-plug it into your Xbox One if you have the original copy?
No.
Because it's not backwards compatible.
It's not backwards compatible. It was remastered and redone in a specific way, and you can also mod the game. So Skyrim, it's just an open world game that I love so much. You can just spend so many hours doing everything and anything you want. Building houses, killing dragons, killing people. Anything you want to kill, you can pretty much kill. And you can make some magic.
It's a magic.
Magic, fire hands, you never know.
Just hands.
Yeah.
But another game I want to say, what I would want to play back was there was a game on the PlayStation 2, Fairy Odd Parents.
Okay.
If it was a little game, Fairy Odd Parents, you have to go on, you have to collect. I think I hardly remember it, but I remember playing this so much as a kid. You use Wanda and Cosmo to use a wish to move you around in places, and you have who's that buff dude that was the Fairy Odd Parents, who was a wizard?
Jorgen von Strangle.
Yeah, he was the final boss.
Oh my gosh.
It was such a great show. It was a 3D animation game. It was great. I would love to have that.
Yeah, like
As that, or have a sweet, or I just got number one. Cartoon Network had this on their website, an Ed and Eddie food fight game.
oh my gosh.
If you remember, it's like all the Ed and Eddie characters from the show. You would run around, you would grab food trays and just knock people out. Have you played that game?
I have, and I remember all the Disney Channel games, like the Stack the Sandwich for Lilo and
Oh
Stitch.
my god!
I
Do you remember the Sweet Love Zach and Cody one?
Which one was that?
When you have Zach and Cody running on those belt cards from the hotel room.
Yeah. See, like, you know what's funny? Phones nowadays, I have an iPhone 8 Plus.
Because you're bougie.
Because I'm bougie like that, but I don't have AirPods, Mr. I don't speak broke. You know, these phones can run probably the same, if not better, graphics as like a GameCube or an N64. So like, imagine an app that ports all of those games over to your phone.
There's a thing.
Game changing.
Yeah.
You can get emulators.
I was about to say that.
You can get emulators on your laptop. I have an emulator on my laptop.
You can get emulator on your phone.
I do, but I don't want to jailbreak it.
You don't need a jailbreak it.
Magic.
I have a GBA emulator.
Wow. Well, that's Game Boy Advance. I'm talking about like console, like N64.
Yeah, I can get an N64. I could get a GameCube Magic. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm talking about an official way, an official real deal Titus O'Neil type status. Yeah, like N64 games, because like there's always that itch I have to play those old games, like Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PlayStation 2 when that came out, and the Xbox, the original Xbox. I loved that game. I played it all the time. It was my favorite game of all time until I got Halo 3. But, you know, recently I wanted to play it again, and finally Xbox came through and made it backwards compatible, and they also made it free to play.
What, Halo?
No, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
So, shout out to Xbox for that. I've been playing it.
They've been listening.
And yeah, they've been listening, and it's amazing. And it made my day.
You know what game I want? You just reminded me when you said GameCube and N64. Pokemon Stadium.
Oh my gosh. Like Pokemon XD, Gale Darkness.
Oh my.
I still have on my GameCube.
Oh, Coliseum.
Yeah, Coliseum too. I mean, I have an emulator on here that has that game, Pokemon Stadium.
What?
Yeah.
Magic.
It's a magic. I'm technical with it.
You got to download that on my computer.
Yeah, definitely.
I want that.
100%. OpenEMU is the one I use for those of you who want to know of my expertise here. But yeah, Pokemon games, especially we were talking about Pokemon Go, we were talking about that new Pokemon game coming to your phone. I can see it happening, like a regular, full-on status, like Pokemon game. It's just up to the people who make it and how you would work it, because would you just have like a typical red and yellow, like that type of playing?
I think it's more possible to play a full Pokemon game if it's Pokemon red and yellow, blue, fire red, leaf green. Because you can have like the emulators, they have the buttons like A, B, up and down on the screen.
That's all you need, really.
Yeah, and it doesn't take too much up on the screen. I'm like, you can have a site where it's possible to play Pokemon games on iPhone. And I feel like if they do it there, if they bring like Pokemon Sword and Shield, well, not even Sword and Shield, like Pokemon Gen 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Bring that onto the iPhone. You make so much money. You don't even have to pay for it and make it free because no one wants to play paid games.
Yeah, the one thing I have a problem with free games is there's always an attachment of microtransactions, whether that be you got to pay 99 cents to get a potion or 99 cents to get a Master Ball or something like that.
Well, you have it at the same way you had as in GBA. Just give money in the game and then spend it on it. If you want a Master Ball, you can spend like $5 on a Master Ball.
Well,
if you do it like me and threw it at Rattata for some reason, because we all know I did that when I was little. I threw
ultimate cringe right there.
Because I didn't know at the time when I first played Pokemon Red and Yellow that you could catch Mewtwo in the layer, but you needed 149 Pokemons to catch Mewtwo.
I tell you.
So I wasted my last Master Ball on a Rattata. I cried until when I was like 8 or 9 when I found out that.
And it wasn't even shiny, probably.
That Rattata? No. My first shiny, not to go off too topic, my first shiny was in Generation 4 when I caught a shiny Rayquaza.
Yeah.
And that was a trade. So my first shiny was a shiny Slugma. Gen 3.
Mine was a Sableye, and I killed it.
What gen? Gen 3.
Gen 3.
Yeah, mine was in Gen.
Mine was a Sableye, and I killed it.
I was mine and I caught it.
I was pissed. I was very pissed. I was like, wow, my first shiny ever. I got it down to like a little red.
Yeah.
And I think it was burn damage or poison damage. I was like, no, it's not going in the Pokeball.
I actually used my Master Ball on that shiny Slugma.
That's what you got to do. The shinies, you got to.
And because I was actually in the cafeteria when I got that shiny. I was screaming. I was like, oh my god.
So with the idea of Pokemon Sword and Shield coming out on the Switch, which, you know, it's a console, but it's also a portable console. It classifies as a portable game.
Not a mobile game.
Handheld.
Yeah.
Handheld.
It's not a mobile. We're talking about mobile games.
There's very different classes, and I know people who don't really know video games as well. They're like, aren't they the same thing? Portable and handheld and all that? No, there's a difference. You got to get up on your facts. If they see success with Pokemon Sword and Shield, they obviously will. because
100%.
it's going to sell new Nintendo Switches. I'm pretty sure people who haven't owned the console are going to be like, you know what? New Pokemon game? All right, bet. I'm going to get it.
Are you gonna get it?
I'm 100% getting it. I have a Switch. I bought it. I bought the Switch because of Smash.
But see, I'm like that. I bought the PS4 just for Spider-Man 4. But here's
Yeah.
my thing. I was really critical with Pokemon X Black and White. I
Yeah.
hated it. I got Omega Ruby. I came back into the Pokemon generation with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
And now I'm back again in it with Sword and Shield. I got back into Sun and Moon, and when I played Sun and Moon, it kind of tainted that game of Pokemon for me.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite.
It wasn't
all right.
because it was too much talking, which in no other Pokemon games was that much talking, too much dialogue, and I'm worried that Sword and Shield is gonna have the same problem with too much dialogue. It looks great. The game looks 100% incredible, but I don't want to buy a game if it's gonna give me that same bad taste that that Sun and Moon left. So I'm still on the fence.
I got confidence in it. I think it'll be decent enough where, I'll come back to play it every so often. But usually the story goes, once you play a Pokemon game, you kind of beat it. You're like, okay, what do I do next? Like, there's no DLC. Normally for Pokemon games, there's no DLC. There's no extra stuff.
But what I loved about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which did something so wonderful, because before this, when you're on the DS and stuff, if you had to catch Deoxys, Jirachi, you had to go to your Super Nintendo store. You had to go to your GameStop. You had to go to
I
all
remember
of
that. The events.
You had to go
all
to
those events.
Yeah, Pokemon Go picked that up. You had to
Yeah.
go to all those events. But now, what Omega Ruby and Sapphire did, they added all the legendary Pokemons after the game. After you beat the Elite Four, you will go in the sky, and then there's like a little portal.
Yeah.
You go in, and that's how you were able to catch your 3 legendary birds. That's how you were able to catch the 3 legendary. What was the
cats.
The cats, and then literally from generation 1 to generation 5.
Groudon, Kyogre.
Yeah, you were able to get all of them after the game, the post game mode, which I thought was incredible. And if Sword and Shield, I know Sword and Shield doesn't have all 175, 170, doesn't have all the Pokemon. You can't.
Yeah,
catch.
we can talk about that. We can save that for another game break because that's also a big deal.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
People are very pissed off about that, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later. But you know what? I think that about does it here for the Get Comfy Game Break. I hope y'all enjoyed. Remember, we upload every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all major listening platforms, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, just to name a few. And if you like what we do here, go check out the original Get Comfy podcast on all the same listening platforms, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love that time slot. And also keep an eye out for some brand new shows coming your way soon enough. Maybe in the fall, I'll give it that little time frame. Before the fall starts, we're getting new shows.
That's on you.
It's on me.
It's on you. You said it.
It's in writing. And
Usually it's on me, but this time it's on you.
yes, and you know what? We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.